Feminine energy here, not wanting to see something, but there's this purity. There is a message coming through to you from the divine. You may have asked some type of question. You might not like the answer, but it is what it is. So there's some type of realization going on for you this week, okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you so very much for being here with me, y'all. We are going to get like a weekly type of reading. So what's coming in for anyone this week, whoever is drawn in by the title, hopefully this message is going to be for you. Of course, it is general. So it doesn't matter what sign you are, you can resonate with this message. This could be your vibe. We're going to bring the bowl and call in spirit and just see what is up. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, spirit. We're going to start with an overall energy for the week, okay? And then we're going to get into what you can expect, any challenges, advice, and a whole bunch of oracle and affirmation stuff. So this is meant to be something of help for you as you navigate this week's energies. Okay, here we go. This one wanted to come out. It's kind of funny. Okay, I just got the goosebumps. I keep getting goosebumps in these readings, y'all. Okay, some of you are super powerful. We have number 3, which is realization. Okay, so realization. And 3 is linked to the Empress. Now, funny thing, okay? I've been debating, should I bring back the daily divine feminines? Our tribe has grown so much. I don't know if everyone here is, considered themselves as being divine feminine energy. And then number 3 is the first thing that comes out. So I feel like you're probably divine feminine energy tuning into this reading because 3 is linked to the Empress, right? And I feel like there are Empresses who are having their realization now. Before I started this reading, okay, I was getting my, tea ready and all the things. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a weekly reading first, and then I'll get into whatever messages come in. Well, I kept seeing a feminine energy or a female, like, shuffling a tarot deck. Okay, it wasn't me. Shuffling their tarot, pulling cards, looking at them, and being like, oh, no, I don't like that. Putting them back in. And I'm guilty of it too. Okay. So I've done this 100 million times in my life, or, with my journey in tarot. Spirit shows you an answer and you're like, no, not what I want to see. Put it back in. Shuffle again. Let's see what comes out. Same cards come out. You're like, I don't want this, put them back in. You're like, okay. Finally. So I feel like there is a realization. I feel like there are some divine feminines this week who are coming into this again, realization. I keep using the word, but it is what it is. It's an awakening. It's seeing things very clearly. We have purity at the bottom of the deck here. So it's like, look at this blindfold. Feminine energy here, not wanting to see something, but there's this purity. There is a message coming through to you from the divine. You may have asked some type of question. You might not like the answer, but it is what it is. So there's some type of realization going on for you this week, okay? It's like somebody is not happy. Like they asked the question, don't like the answer. Don't like the answer. We're just going to put that back in the deck and shuffle again, okay? And if you have had that experience, let me know in the comments, because it is very common that the same cards will come out, right? If we're trying to avoid a certain answer to our question that we don't want to hear. Okay, so there's something going on like that this week. There is some type of realization. It sounds like, it feels like it's not what you want to hear, but in the end, there is this knowing that it comes from the divine, and you know that it is for your highest and greatest good. Like maybe you dodged a bullet, right? Maybe you dodged a bullet. Maybe there's some type of thing that doesn't work out, but you know it's because Spirit's actually got your back, and all of those things that sometimes it's hard to accept when you're looking for a different answer. Okay, so there's that. That's a channeled message that was coming through. So now we're just going to start with the incoming energy for this week. Five of Pentacles. This is it. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Why is this the incoming energy this week? Maybe last week, maybe over the weekend, you may have felt rejected or just sad or down. Maybe you lost some money. Maybe there was something, maybe you just felt alone. Maybe you just felt alone. Maybe you felt like, the people, maybe you were waiting to hear something and again, maybe looking for an answer or something. And the answer you got was that something wasn't moving forward or it wasn't the answer you were looking for. Okay. So there's that, hardship, outcast, that kind of a feeling, right? Now, there is advice with this Five of Pentacles, and I'm going to talk about this for a second because usually, fives are challenges. But with the Five of Pentacles, and I know it's backwards, but we usually see these two people outside of what is usually a church or something like that with this beautiful stained glass window. The lights are on, people are there inside having a good time. And these people are almost, I don't want to say suffering for nothing, like there is help available to you, but if you only ask. If these people were to go up to the door and knock, I'm sure they would be welcomed in with open arms. So there's something here that it's like you still have support. Spirit wants you to know that you're still supported. Maybe it feels really terrible maybe you've received some news that, again, you didn't want to hear, or you felt rejected in some type of way, or, you were outcast, or whatever the case for you, whether that was over the weekend or last week, something went horribly wrong for you. It's just like you still have support. So you just have to ask for help. Okay. So there's support somewhere around for you, and it comes in many forms. I'm going to leave it wide open. Okay. So the challenge is asking. Look at that. I cut right to the Empress. I'm speaking to a divine feminine here. Okay. We cut right to the Empress. I'm going to put it back in the deck, and we're going to find out what this week's vibe is going to be. Okay. This week's vibe. I think that was last week's vibe. Maybe some of you were feeling like, oh, dang, it didn't work out the way I wanted to, or just down in the dumps a little bit. Okay, we have the High Priestess. I love this. Intuition. Using your intuition. Tapping into that beautiful feminine energy. Okay, receiving a lot of signs, receiving a lot of synchronicities, receiving downloads, okay, knowing, feeling that even though it's like you intuitively know this, what we were just speaking about, it's like that this happened for a reason. Okay, maybe you're feeling like you're starting to realize and recognize that maybe you dodged a bullet in some area. What you were after, or what you were wanting, or what you were expecting or working towards, fell flat. It's disappointing, but there is a reason. So I feel like this week you're coming back into that realization, right? You're starting to understand, okay, so this didn't work out, but it's for my greatest and highest good here. Like Spirit's got my back. Maybe, whatever this was just going to bring me down, or maybe, whatever. Okay. Whatever. I feel like you're coming into this realization this week that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes that's a hard to swallow pill, right? Especially when you want something and Spirit says no. Okay. All right. Just saying. So this is what it is this week. So what are the challenges that we can expect this week? What are the challenges that we can expect this week? Okay, we have two. Okay, looking out to the future. Okay, we have the Two of Wands here coming up, and then it was also paired with Justice. So the challenge is, I feel like it's like, well, when is my ship going to come in? When am I going to receive this justice? Hold on one second. I got some of that right in my throat. Okay, so when is it going to happen? I know I need to go out and do something new. I know I have to change perhaps my course, and maybe you're in this, maybe the challenge is not seeing which direction you need to go right now, okay? Because the Two of Wands can be like a visionary, or somebody who's made a decision to take a new path. And it's usually trying to, okay, let's think about it. Let's make a list of what we need to do next, or something like that. Okay. Trying to get like a plan, right? Trying to put a plan in place, or at least thinking about a plan for the next chapter, the next phase, the next journey, the next project, whatever the case. Okay. The challenge is like, oh, I don't even know what I want to do. I'm kind of just waiting for things to balance out. Like I'm kind of just waiting for my justice. I'm waiting for my good karma, because I feel like something, I feel like intuitively you know that something good is brewing for you, but you haven't seen any proof yet. You haven't seen anything, any proof, right? You haven't seen it. It's like intuitively, you know, maybe you dodged a bullet and there's something better for you, and Spirit's got something way better for you lined up, but you just haven't seen it yet. So there is this realization coming in that yes, justice will be served, right? Justice will be served. But it feels like it's taken too long this week. I feel like there's a little bit of frustration around the time that it's taking. I want to clarify justice though as a challenge, and this just flew out. So what is it? The Two of Wands. Come on. That's exactly what we have already here. Okay, so it is. Okay. The challenge is not, maybe the challenge is feeling a little disconnected from which path you should take from here. You know there's a new beginning. Oh, okay. Three of Swords came out, Death, Knight of Coins. Oh, a bunch came out. Okay, so it's like a little bit of a backstory here. Nine of Swords in the Tower. Yeah, I can see why this Five of Pentacles came up now, because you are trying to remain positive. You are, but you have gone through something that was very difficult and very, let's just say, hurtful. Okay, hurtful. This experience, you know, that you may have just come out of was not the ideal, as far as you were concerned, was not your ideal outcome for this situation. Okay, now, you're wondering whether or not this can be mended. Okay, and you're wondering whether or not this is ever going to go anywhere. And with justice coming in, it's like, there's so much here. There's so much here. Hold on one second. It's like you're having a hard time. Your challenge this week is having a hard time deciding to let something go. Deciding that it actually wasn't good for you. Deciding that you've been shown over and over and over again that this isn't working. So if you continue to invest in it, you're going to keep getting this Five of Pentacles result. You're going to keep getting shown. It's like, again, going back to that tarot thing, okay? You're going to keep getting the same energies flying out when you're asking the same question. When you do something over and over again, you're going to keep getting the same results. So there's like, Spirit is wanting you to adjust your vision, adjust your path, adjust course here. And once you do, that's when the new is going to flood in, okay? That's when the new opportunity is coming in. But it's still hanging on to something energetically, okay? Maybe it's fresh, this Five of Pentacles energy. Maybe it's fresh, feeling a little bit locked out in the cold, or again, disappointed towards an ending. There was some type of ending. And I feel like it was heavy. Like it feels like there was a little bit of betrayal here, not gonna lie, with Death. But this is the transformation. Once you can truly let this go, and it's like and change your own perspective on this, like again, I dodged a bullet, or that was a near miss, or oh my gosh, you know, I feel like something will be shown to you after you make this decision to truly let it go. We have the Fool here. So it's like, this is kind of reminding me of a reading that we did for, I think it was the new moon. I don't know. They all bleed together for me. It was something along the lines of, this is one thing that's holding you back. Okay, so there is this realization coming in this week of what it is that you perhaps are hanging on to energetically that is actually holding you back from your blessings. Okay, just putting it out there, but justice is coming in. Okay, justice is coming in. It is here. It is a major arcana next to the High Priestess. So it's like, you can't see when, you don't know when, you can't see how, but there's some type of trust and realization going on for you this week. Okay, all right, that it is coming in. So stay positive. We're going to get a ton of affirmations and a ton of oracles to help you out in that area. Next, we're going to look at how you're going to feel this week. Okay, so how are you going to feel this week? Whoop, two came out. How are you going to feel this week? Yes. Okay, so we do have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. This is it. This is all lining up here, folks. This might not be the answer you're looking for, again, but don't ignore the signs, okay? Because it's just, I mean, you do what you want to do. You have free will. I'm not here to tell you what you do, but I'm picking up on somebody who is like, again, just really determined, wanting to have what they want, ignoring the signs, you know, trying not to hear it. It's like, la, 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 that's not what I want, you know? But there is a realization here. We have the Six of Cups, with, for me, is usually representative of a soulmate. Okay, so whether that's a friend, colleague, family member, lover, whatever, soulmates come, they're all the important people in our lives, basically, that we feel that deep connection to. Okay, there's a lot of love there, you know, and soulmates situations are not always easy. Some of them are super beautiful, but some of them are also extremely challenging. And again, they're only here, like, it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So not everybody is here forever, right? And why do I say that? Because there is the Eight of Cups here. There is a little bit of a reluctance to walk away from someone in your life, perhaps, or something. It has to do with this, whoever this is here, that caused this Five of Pentacles energy, this just this lack, you know, this lack, whatever has been lacking for you. Okay, it could even manifest in so many different ways, right? And I just got this one in for someone. It could be somebody that you were working with, or perhaps like a business partner or something like that. And, you know, you had a really deep connection with them, but maybe it just wasn't working out and you have to branch off and go on your own. And it's, you know, not what you really want to do, but you kind of know it intuitively. So, you know, don't fight the signs. What happens when we have the Eight of Cups? This is one of the most brave energies in the deck, as far as I'm concerned, because it takes a lot of self-love, trust, and knowing that you, and faith, right? Faith in spirit, faith in the universe, that you are going to be headed towards your Nine of Cups, which is that emotional satisfaction, all right? So it is honoring the self, knowing that there's something more, knowing that something's missing, knowing that there's something bigger out there for you, okay? And then being brave enough to let something go and to turn your back on a situation, even though you've already invested 8 out of 10 of those cups, okay? And cups represent our love, right? Love. So you've invested a lot of love into this situation, into this person, but turning your back on it is actually going to allow you to seek what it is that truly will be able to completely satisfy you. Okay, so it's really, you know, it's a high vibe thing, but it's not easy. It's easier said than done. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so next, what can be done? What can be done? What can be done? This deck is awesome, but it's big. It's by the Rock and Roll Prophetess. She's on YouTube as well. Yeah. Anyways, so what can be done here? We have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Time to put in a solid plan. Okay. Do these things. I keep getting somebody here who's like, needs to write a list. I need to write a list of the things I need to do, and we're going to take one step at a time, and we're going to check off something off that list, and we're going to keep our focus on where we want to go. But again, okay, challenge is, what's your vision for the future? Where do you want to go? What's going to make you happy? You know, just coming into this realization that, yeah, we do have to abandon this ship, whatever. We got to get off this ship because it's just going to sink. It keeps sinking. We got leaks all over the place and water's flooding in. You got to get out of there. You got to get off the ship. Okay. Whatever this ship is, you got to go. It's not for you. And Spirit's been trying to show you. So what happens now? Okay. When Spirit tries to show you something over and over and over, and you do the thing where you're like, no, 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 that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to do. I have a different plan. Spirit's going to throw it in a tower if you don't. Spirit's going to crack some lightning down onto that ship and set it on fire too. Like, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until you abandon ship. Okay. Whatever this is, until you abandon ship. Okay. But again, this week is all about realizations for you. Okay. So, you're going to be working on a plan. I feel like you're like coming to this radical acceptance that it's like, okay, I can't fight this. I can't fight this. I've got to now put in some type of work and plan on what I'm going to do from now. How do I get myself off the ship? Maybe I got to start building a lifeboat, whatever the case, right? It's some type of plan that you're starting to implement. It might take a little bit of time. It might take a little bit of time, but that's okay. One step at a time. Okay. One step at a time. All right. So what is the outgoing energy for this week? So it's a week of realizations, a week of planning, and just looking at the things really we don't want to look at. Okay. So we have, yes. Okay. So the outgoing energy, I'm going to clarify this because it's not really the best. Not going to lie. Outgoing energy is 10 of Wands. Okay. We also have 5 of Swords. Okay. Someone is trying to Okay, hold on. Okay, I know what this is. Okay. Just I had to for a second. Hold on. We have the Knight of Wands underneath this. So by the end of the week, sometime on the weekend, perhaps the situation is coming back around. The person or the situation or whatever this was that made you feel locked out in the cold in some type of way, okay? Whatever this Five of Pentacles was for you. It's going to come back around. It's going to come back around this weekend. And I feel like this other person, there's another person or a situation. It's like you're doing your best to try to stay away from it and change your vibe and go through these hard realizations. And this person's like almost coming back to disturb your peace in some way, or trying to, it's like they don't want to see you walk away. They don't want to see, yeah, Palace of Coins. Okay, so we got the Palace of Coins in reverse. This could be, again, somebody that you work with. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a lover. Okay, it doesn't really matter who it is as far as this goes. It matters to you. But we have somebody here who's going to be coming back around, perhaps trying to say whatever they have to say, or what. I get the Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse, y'all, is a liar. Okay, a liar. Somebody who just doesn't want to hold on. Somebody who does not want to let you go. Somebody does not want to see you go. Somebody doesn't want to let you go. They absolutely do not have your greatest and highest good in mind, because it just feels like, they don't. Anyway, I'm going to ask. It feels like they don't because of this Five of Pentacles. It's like every time, this is what I'm picking up on. It's like every time you make a choice to leave or walk out the door, this person or this situation tries to draw you back in. So expect that as well. But again, you're having these realizations this week. So, let's get some advice. I feel like it's going to be the kind of situation, it's like, it's good for a little bit of time, or this person or whatever. It's like, even if it's a job, they're like, please don't quit. Don't walk away. Don't go to this other place. We're going to give you what you want, and things are going to change, and right? It's all these promises. And then you decide to stay. And then, this works out for like a week or another 2 weeks, or maybe even a month. And then it's like right back to the same as it was. Okay. Only worse this time. So this is like a repeating cycle, or a repeating pattern in your life, in any area of your life, but you're having these realizations. And again, it's coming in sometime this weekend, by the end of the week here, to try to keep you, okay? To try to keep you stuck in some type of way, right? I don't know if it's malicious. I don't know what it is, but it's, yeah, it's going to come back around. So just be prepared, okay? Just be prepared. This is why we read tarot, so that we can see what's coming in. And if we don't like something, that we have the ability to consciously decide how we're going to react, or how we're going to respond, I should say, and what we're going to do, and to prepare ourselves for this energy that's coming in, okay? So on that note, here we go. Let's get some, we'll do self-love first, and then we'll do goddess guidance. I'm going to take a ton of oracles on this. Okay, so here we go. What is the advice here this week for anyone who is resonating with this message? Okay, we have practice acceptance. Okay, practice acceptance. All right, it says, the heart wants to give and do it all, but everyone has limitations. Accept help when needed. Not everything is being asked of you. Somebody, yeah. This could be somebody who's always asking you to help them, or carry their burden, or something like that as well. Could be. And this is you standing your ground and implementing some firm boundaries, and accepting that, you don't have to do it all. You don't have to be that person for them. Like, there's all kinds of things here. We have offer grace at the bottom of the deck. And it's interesting because I see the feather and the scales in this card. I know it probably won't show up on the camera, but it's very much reminding me of justice, which came out. Okay, so make choices based on what your heart can live with, even the wrong decisions. We receive grace after we've shown it to others. Okay, so That's something. Maybe release this person with grace or be gracious. You don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to be rude. You can, especially you don't have to be rude or cutting. If, sometimes when we have the Five of Swords, it can be like really sharp communication. Sometimes we can regret the things that we said, even though they are truthful. So again, coming up with a little bit of maybe a nicer way, a more gracious way to turn someone down, or to say, look, this isn't good for me, or whatever you have to say by the end of this week. Okay, so let's get some goddess guidance and see what comes up for you. Goddess guide. Ooh, that one. Okay. Sensitivity. There's two. Sensitivity. So you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. And I think this is what's going on. This is what you're trying to avoid. Okay, sounds good. Pele, define passion. Okay, be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? Okay, and that goes back to this Eight of Cups. What do you really want? What really makes you happy? Is it the situation? Is it this person? Is it this, whatever the case here this week? There's a realization happening that it's actually not really, it's not really feeling that great. It doesn't really feel that great. I definitely deserve more than that, this kind of a thing, right? So there's that. Okay, let's get one of these affirmations. Two came out. Fair enough. It's an affirmation. Sometimes they try to be funny. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just see. I picked these two up and it says spontaneous engagement. Spontaneous engagement. This could be something that's coming back in around, and you may be like, whoa. Somebody is going to try to keep you stuck in something. I don't even want to read these. I don't even feel called to read these. I feel like this was like spontaneous engagement. I don't even want to go there. Okay. And that's because the reason why I don't want to go there, for any of you wondering, is because I feel like there is something extreme that someone is going to come back around. It's like they do not want you to go. They don't want you to move forward. So they may try to, there may be some type of grand gesture, okay? Some of you, this could apply to getting away from a narcissistic dynamic, okay? I am being reminded of that because, they'll do anything to get you to stay and say anything. And then, there's no follow through, okay? There's always it always puts you right back to where you were, and where you were was not where you want to be. So this is why I'm saying that, and I'm not going into this, okay? At this point, I'm going to get a rebel message. I'm going to use this little rebel deck here because I feel like some harsh truth needs to, be dropped down. Might help with some of this realization here, and sometimes this deck is just downright funny. So what's going to come out of our rebel deck here for our beautiful Good Vibe tribe? Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Dang, this card just friggin' called someone out. Okay, it's serious though. This is exactly what we're talking about. Like realization, believe what you see. Okay, you can try to put a positive spin, or convince yourself otherwise, but believe what you see. Okay, and it says face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Okay, and this is what you're doing, choosing bravely. Right? I was just mentioning how this is like the bravest energy around, okay, for me as a reader, this Eight of Cups, because it takes a lot to abandon something that you otherwise, you really put all your eggs in that basket, and that's what it feels like, okay? All right, someone needs to hear that. F-bombs and everything. Okay, so, all right, here we go. We're going to leave you with a positive affirmation for this week here. Positive affirmation. I hope you did enjoy this reading. If you are new, welcome. You're more than welcome to join our Good Vibe tribe. We have amazing humans from all over the world right here. And it's free to join if you feel like it. Anyway, it says, I love life. Okay, so remind yourself this week, I love life. Okay, even if you have to fake it till you make it, you're putting out a positive, high vibe. Okay, I love life. It is my birthright. Okay, write this down. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. Okay, so I love life. Focusing on saying that out loud, okay, or however it resonates for you. I hope this reading has been of help to someone, to many of you. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will be back with some more messages.